Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Bila coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Zatima, Season 4, Episode 6. This one is called Seeing Double. All right, y'all. So, if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, hey, how y'all doing? We're just going to go ahead and get into the video, but please first don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. The more you do like, the more to go through the algorithm, the more people start to be my commentary on the road to 8,000 subscribers. Yeah. Let's get these likes up, hit that hype button, and yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this episode. It's seeing double. So Angela, when she comes to the office, she's going to her friend Fatima's office. And when she goes to her office, it's a person that looks like Fatima. Actually, it's Lesley dressed up like Fatima, and she has her she's on the phone as if she's working. And so Angela's just like, hey, Fatima, and Lesley, acting as Fatima, puts her hands up. She puts it up rather aggressively, like, hold on, you know. And so Angela, like, Fatima, hold on, she kind of cuts her off. And so she was like, all right, then I'm about to go. So as she continues to walk off, Lesley, and I'm like, Lesley, who are you talking to? Who you talking to? Because y'all voices don't even sound the same. So who you talking to? All right. But anyway, Leslie thinking that she done a deal because now people are really kind of looking at her saying that she really looks like Fatima. And that's the goal for her, to actually be this doppelganger, like to be Fatima. So as Leslie kind of ducks off to the side, Fatima comes walking up and Angela's like, girl, what? Hold on, wait. Now you was just back in your office. She was like, nah, girl, I'm just coming from getting coffee. She was like, no, you aggressively put your hand up at me when I was trying to talk to you. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So Fatima really don't really think too much about it. But at the same time, you know, Fatima put stuff in the back of her head. But she was like, okay, well, girl, what's up? What's going on? And Angela's like, I was wanted you to walk out with me because I, want to talk to you about Bryce and what he doing. She was like, girl, I can't even talk to you right about it right now because I'm working with a special client. She was like, who? She gonna say Sage. Oh my God, whatever Sage, this, and that. Sage is an R&B girl. Fatima can sing. And I thought that when I watched the last episode, I was like, that would be good to help Fatima jump off her singing career by working through with Sage. But Fatima's like, nah, I'm just here to work. I'm just here to work. And she gonna be working late and all of that. And she's just here to do her job. But anyway, so Angela's like, well, they say they goodbyes, right? So as they saying their goodbyes, Fatima, she goes and drop off these documents because Sage told her that she needed to have this stuff done like immediately, like airtight. Nobody can know that she's trying to get away from her dad. Nobody. So what happens is when Fatima puts that paper in the little tray to get filed, she kind of walks off and Fatima gets this look like, what's going on? Like it's like one of those looks like something ain't right. But she go ahead and go to her office, and then Lesley comes from around the corner and take those papers out. And I'm like, the receptionist wasn't even paying attention. She wasn't even looking, but she takes those papers out. I don't know what she's doing with these papers. Maybe she about to blow up Fatima's spot when it comes to this Sage girl, but that's gonna mess up her career if she do some stuff like this, because they gonna be thinking that Fatima did it all the way out. It's Lesley over here messing up this girl's life. So Zach got the suit on. Zach looking good in his suit. So they all over there at the happy hour, and he starts to talk about Fatima and how she's now the entertainment lawyer, quote unquote, the paralegal now for Sage. And they were saying, is she now gonna, once she finished school, is this what she wants to do? Zach's whole thing is she don't even think. Zach was saying that she was actually thinking different about being a lawyer. Like that's not really what she wants to do. But now since she's gonna be working with this Sage girl, this may really get her back in the mode of wanting to be a lawyer because it's something that she's actually interested in. And Zach is saying that Fatima can have it all. Fatima wants to have it all, but at the end of the day, he still wants her to be here for the family. It's like they was having the same conversation in reverse, because earlier Fatima and Zach was having a conversation about Zach, not putting business above the family. Now Zach is thinking like he don't want Fatima to put the business above the family. So, they're having these different dynamics in these conversations. So after they finish talking about Fatima, Bryce brings up Angela, talking about he got to figure out what he got going on with Angela. Zach is telling him, look, just let it be. Like, if Angela says she's unemotionally available, then you just got to let it be. You can't be going over there sleeping the night over her house platonically. You can't be over there fixing stuff around the house, Mr. Fix It. Just let it be. Like, take your hands off, and whatever happens, it happens. Because right now she's still upset. Even though, you know what I'm saying? She could like you, but she could be fighting her feelings because Bryce is fighting too hard. And yeah, that was a good, I guess, deep moment that Zach had. And sometimes he says he has those moments. And then, child, Preston over here bring up Deja. They just say move. Just leave Deja alone. Let Deja get herself together. All right, so now Lesley finds out where Belinda works. And I didn't even know Belinda did hair. I thought Belinda was like a content creator. Remember when she first started out, she was doing like YouTube videos? So now I guess she does hair. If she always done hair, y'all let me know. But Lesley comes up and Belinda automatically thinks that is Fatima. Like, girl, what you? Hold on, wait. You look like my homegirl, somebody that I know or whatever. Lesley don't pay no mind. She said, can she do her hair? She was like, well, I can squeeze you in or whatever. So Lesley gets up, talking about her hair, want these curls that Fatima got. Belinda trying to talk her out of it, like get some color, cut it short. Lesley like, nope, I want it just like this. This is what I want. So she gets the style done, and it's cute. This is actually a really, really pretty picture. It's a beautiful picture. But Lesley gets to going on about, she is a paralegal at a law firm. Her fiance is in real estate. She's about to have this baby. It's going to be a small little intimate baby shower with family and friends. And then Belinda starts talking like, girl, you really like remind me of my homegirl. Like you're her doppelganger. Like, that's crazy. And then she said, but they don't talk. And she got off into how her and Fatima are not, because when she said they don't talk. Her and Fatima are like, I guess, trying to find their way. But she was saying, she's wanted to talk to her, but she just doesn't know how and all this other stuff. And then Lesley says like, well, maybe it's your fault. She's like, how you know it's my fault? She was like, because the way you're talking, it makes it seem like it's your fault. And Belinda was like, well, it's not all on me. But Belinda, really, it is all your fault. I mean, seriously, you had a hookup with Zach a long time ago. You are the one that tried to get back with Zach after Zach immediately told you, no. You kept pushing up on that lady fiance. So that's on you. It's all your fault. But for some reason, somewhere, Belinda, in her mind, she doesn't want to take full accountability. But anyway, so as Belinda is giving off on her rant, she says, no, Fatima, but you. And then that's when she catches herself like, you know what? Or whatever. Just let me take your payment. So she ends up getting her credit card. And Lesley is like, can I come back? She's like, yeah, you make an appointment. But when she swipes her credit card, she looks at her name and she's like, oh, Lesley. And so Lesley ended up leaving, and then Belinda ends up calling Fatima on the phone. And so at first Fatima was hesitant to answer the phone, but she answers, and Belinda's like, look, I need to talk to you. She was like, well, not right now. I'm at work. Fatima instantly has this attitude, right? But Belinda is trying to tell her, like, do you know this girl named She couldn't even get it out. She was about to say Lesley, but Fatima cuts her off and was like, see, this is you. You ain't changed. You always coming at me with some gossip. That's the problem with you. You want to talk about you saw some girl named this and she knows Zach, and I know she ain't lying because she can look at his, talking about Zach Peen, and his peen. Just a bunch of mess. Just a bunch of mess, right? And Fatima is over it. But Belinda was going to get it out to say, no, it ain't like that. I'm trying to, but Fatima ends up feeling this pain in her belly. And she's like, ooh. And then Belinda is like, are you okay? She was like, it's just a baby kicking. And Belinda's like, it sounds like more than a baby kicking because it's stress. She's stressing herself out. She over here getting upset at Belinda when Belinda really slick trying to help you out, but you don't want to listen because of the past that you all have had. And you just don't want to take in consideration what she's trying to tell you. And Belinda does say, like, she wished that they could be on better terms. They could get their friendship back. And Fatima's just like, look, I don't really want the friendship back, but we can start somewhere. Even if it ain't going to be as friends, I guess they're going to take it in small doses. And Belinda is happy because whatever she can get, she can get. She's like, I guess his pregnancy is making you soft. Child, the pregnancy is making her soft probably with you, but Zach is feeling it at the house. You hear me? But anyway, so they get out the phone because they're not going to have a friendship. They're going to have a getting back to something. And if it ends up back at a friendship, then that's what it's going to be. So now, after she gets off the phone with Belinda, Zach comes in. He has lunch or whatever, break dinner. And they just have a really good conversation or whatever. And she says she's going to be working late and all of that. And Zach says, do I need to stay here and escort you out? She was like, no, she's going to get the security guard to escort her out. Mind you, she said that, but something else going to happen later. Zach gets his anger management class and he sees Lauren there. Lauren is Nathan's wife, yes, his wife, but he's over here messing with Belinda, but that's his wife. And the doctor is Dr. Reed. Dr. Reed is going to be on every session of Tyler Perry's Zatima. He is the only doctor in town, right? So, Zach is like, man, you everywhere. I'm like, I was saying the same thing. Zach, like, he everywhere. But anyway, so they get off into the, I guess the class, and they have an update with Lori. Lori says she's doing better. Zach intervenes on her conversation, talk about, yes, she is doing better because, you know, they give the rundown to Dr. Reed about how they know each other by way of Nathan. They was playground friends. And Zach said he witnessed her getting better. So whatever these classes are doing, keep her here. Dr. Reed said, we all gonna graduate. It's not for her to stay. It's for her to grow and go on, right? And then they get on Zach. Today is Zach's first session, so he has to stand up, introduce himself. It's a formality. He gets up, he does something shoddy, but he gets up again and tells, like, you know, about his mom and his brother and all that other stuff. And every time, you know, he feels like he has to fight in life every day. And so he sits down and then they start talking about his anger management and how it's not his fault because he blames his mom. He blames his brother. He blames everybody else for his actions other than him. And I was with Zach, like, it is their fault. But he says they can poke you, but you have to react differently. So he tells Zach to stand up and he pushes Zach. And Zach like, hold on, don't push me. So he pushed him again. So Zach had the 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me when, you know, he walk out. And so when he turns back around, he kind of run up on Dr. Reed, but he didn't punch him. And Zach is like, you didn't flinch. He was like, yeah, I didn't flinch because I knew you wasn't going to hit me based on the environment you are, and you were in control of that action. And so Zach kind of thinks about it, and he, you know, he kind of, you know, he sits down or whatever. So he's just like, people can poke at you, people can push you, people can do all these things to you, but it's your reaction that matters. This is managing your anger. How do you respond? You can respond violently or you can respond peacefully. Have an alternative, pretty much. So that was pretty much it with this conversation or with this meeting. It's good to see Lori more, just to see how she's going to be with Nathan and how that's going to interact with Belinda. Oh, yeah, this is when he ran up on, look at Zach's fist. Boy, put your fist down. Zach always trying to fight somebody bigger than him, ain't he? All right. So now, Fatima is walking to her car. Now, mind you, she had told Zach that she was going to have security escort her out. Where the security at? And see, Fatima, in my mind, I'm like, this how you get yourself into stuff. You just thinking that you can do it. Fatima, you are pregnant. You are pregnant. You have a person out here that's crazy, that's looking like you. And she don't listen to Zach. Because Zach said, hey, I need somebody out here to make sure you good. But anyway, she walking. She hears a door slam. She turns around. And then she goes back to her car. It's this little, my thing is, how did this girl get inside your car? How did this girl get inside your car? Fatima, you need to be having, Fatima opens the door, gets the thing out. She balls it up and throws it to the side. I was like, I wouldn't even touch that because you never know what's on it. Like they have these things out right now. Like these people be putting these poisonous, like they put poisonous cards and stuff on your car doors and on your doors and stuff. And if you touch it, you can pass out and they can take you and do whatever they want to do with you. But this is inside this girl's car. I'm like, can you look around your car and make sure ain't nobody in there? Like, that's crazy. But Fatima, no, child, she's strong. She take it, throw it out, and she drives on out. I'm like, girl, okay. Now, we have this scene here with Connie and Jeremiah. Connie is sitting there, child, thinking about her life. Like, what's she gonna do? She got this cancer. She just trying to really figure out her life, right? And Jeremiah comes walking down the stairs. She's like, Jeremiah, you know you hear me. He was like, oh, Connie would. So she tries to get up, but she's been going through chemo, so that's really hard on your body. So she like, you know, getting up and it's hurting her, right? And so she's like, Jeremiah, I've been looking for you. Where you been? I've been trying to check in, see how you doing. Remember when I had asked the question, what is going on with this man's head? Like, why he got these spots? So apparently Jeremiah keeps a razor with him. And I guess maybe he's attempting to shave the rest of his head, but he don't finish. He just, or maybe when he itches, he used the razor to scratch it. I'm just trying to figure out what is he trying to do with this razor. But whatever he's doing is taking the hair off. If this is a full shave or if this is a scratch shave, I don't know. But anyway, so Connie is just trying to check in what you're doing. You know, you need some help. Let me help you. And I'm like, dang, Connie, you trying to help him, but you need to help you. You trying to help him to the point to where you passing out on this man. Like, you need to help you. Trying to help Ike. Can't help Ike. And shout out to what's love got to do with it. Connie, y'all need to help y'all selves, you know. But she says she wants to help Jeremiah get together, you know, get his life together. But Jeremiah is like, look, the person that I had helping me gone. I'm just trying to see my mama. I saw her last time and now I'm trying to go back with her. Meaning Jeremiah trying to get up at this life. And like, I don't want to be here no more. Everything I had has been taken away from me. I'm trying to go on and be my mama. And the only time I can see her is when I'm high. So, excuse me, Connie, I don't need your help, pretty much. So Connie just like, okay, well, when she passes out, she's like, I gotta go. I'm getting lightheaded. And she walks out. And Jeremiah just like, well, everybody, I guess ain't nobody gonna help me. No, we gonna have to figure it out later. Jeremiah can't figure it out right now. I'm trying to make sure I don't fall on these steps. That's what I'm thinking Connie's saying in her head. But anyway. So now they're back at the house and Zach he's made dinner, a late dinner or whatever, and making Fatima happy, which is good. And Fatima apologizes. Like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have snapped at you earlier. I'm happy. Thank you. Because you was tripping, girl. Thank you. You know. But he has this Sanford and Son moment, like when I'm coming to see you, you know, when Fred Sanford put his head in that heart attack. And he said, what's that lady name? Loretta, I'm coming to see you. Lori, whatever the name is. Glory, whatever. But he has that moment. It was nice. It was nice to actually see her apologize to him because she's recognizing that she has been really snappy or whatever. And then maybe she also apologized too because now she finally feels happy about something. And so, you know, when you feel happy about something, then you are happier to other people about things. You know, you're not as grouchy. So maybe when Zach was saying, you know, she hasn't really been feeling it lately. So that's like an internal anger and she just letting it out on Zach. But now she's happy. So, okay, I understand I've been acting a fool lately. So let me apologize. And they accept it and they have cuddle time later on. And so Jeremiah, he goes and he does what he does because he's trying to get up out of here. You know, he said he lost his kids, he lost his wife, he lost his mama. He ain't got nothing left. He ain't got nothing left. He ain't got nothing to live for. So he goes to this back alley and he dang near dang near overdose high or whatever it is. He trying to get up out of here. But that's pretty much it for this episode. I can't wait to see more of what's going to happen with Lesley and how we're going to find out that this girl has really. I think the rubber is going to meet the road when that information gets out about Sage. However it happens. But yeah, anyway, and I hope Jeremiah, he not unalived yet, because he going to anger management late. Not he going to rehab later. I remember that in the trailer. And Connie, child, I don't know where you going. But yeah, this is Sheila B. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what y'all think. Bye.